still on this same topic of medical assistance in dying. Look at this. Quebec. They say that starting this fall, it'll authorize early requests for euthanasia from certain patients before their condition renders them incapable of giving consent. Okay, so this, for those of you who feel like medical assistance in dying is okay, having the government kill you is okay. How do you revoke consent? You can't. You can't here, right? If in a moment of lucidity you say, like, so it says, Quebec adopted a law in 2023 permitting people with serious and incurable diseases such as Alzheimer's to ask for medical assistance in dying while they have the capacity to provide consent, with the procedure being carried out after their condition has worsened. Okay, but the thing with Alzheimer's is, and this is the part that really chills me, is you do have these moments of lucidity where what happens in those moments of lucidity where the person changes their mind, how do they revoke consent? Right? You can't do that, and it's too late. And then also, who chooses when? Who chooses when you go? Like, I just feel like this is so set for abuse. People with Alzheimer's need care and love and comfort. They don't need the government showing up with 3 IVs to do you in like you are a serial killer getting a lethal injection. On this topic still, another story. Do we even know what long COVID is? I don't know. Some people claim that it's caused by vaccination. Could be. We don't even know. Could be a vaccination injury. It could also be psychosomatic, like conversion disorder. You know what conversion disorder is? People are so stressed out that, or worried or in a state of hypochondria that it manifests in pain in their body. And if you've got somebody who is so like inundated with like, oh my God, you get COVID and then you get long COVID and then you'll just like suffer forever and ever and ever. It can manifest in conversion disorder. So it's not to say that the pain or the physical symptoms you're feeling aren't real, but they are alleviated not even through medical care, but psychological care. Well, so what I'm saying is long COVID might actually be a psychological disorder. It might actually be conversion disorder, or it could be a vaccine injury, or it could be long COVID. We don't even know. And if we don't know, we probably shouldn't be authorizing the government to kill these people. Correct? I think you can agree with me there. But a man has asked for medical assistance to die because of long COVID. He's had it for more than 3 years, and he's requesting medical assistance because he's exhausted, tired of being in pain, and this is the worst part. This is the part that we can all fix. He considers himself a burden to his family who are caring for him. That's the part we can all fix. What we found out in the process of making our documentary on MAID, it's called MAID, that the number one cause for people to seek MAID is not actually physical decline. It's not pain. It's the loss of purpose in their life, a feeling of use. And people can be of use in any different way, you know. That can be alleviated by showing up with cards and playing a game of cards with somebody. It's loneliness. It's a feeling of uselessness. And that's on us to fix. That's not something you should be executing people for. But that's what's happening here. And that the statistics show out. They interview people about why they are seeking MAID. If you want to see our movie, you can go to maiddocumentary.com. It's called MAID, The Dark Side of Canadian Compassion. But this person says that he has a serious and incurable illness. He is in persistent and unbearable suffering, and he makes requests in a free and informed manner. So you don't have to be, as many of you know, you don't have to even be engaged in the throes of a terminal illness to seek medical assistance in dying in Canada. You can just be sick. And according to you, in foreseeable suffering. So he says he struggles with chronic fatigue. Strobe lights cause him to have seizures and shake. One night he fell, and he constantly fights seizures, fatigue, and nausea. He has 2 kids, 20 and 15. He says he can't do his household chores, and he has difficulty caring for his children. Can we just help him do those things? Why do we have to help him die? My heart is with this 20-year-old and this 15-year-old. That was when we were working on the medical assistance in dying documentary, that was one of the hardest parts for me, was to hear from the people left behind. They are so helpless in all of this. And these girls whose mother, who's very clearly mentally ill, chose medical assistance in dying after she got out of the hours after she was released from the hospital for a prior suicide attempt. They asked themselves, why weren't we enough for you to keep living? I just, if the government approves this, I'll just, Quebec, come on.